Hi, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Physical Science. Your teacher, Mr. Hescox here, talking about our last section in Chapter 1. What is the difference between a mixture and a pure substance was your warm-up question today. A mixture is two or more substances that are not chemically combined. A pure substance is the same type of element or molecule the whole way throughout. Make sure your homework from 1-3 is submitted. And then we're going to jump ahead and talk about phases of matter because they matter. So your homework tonight, 27 to 33 and 1.4 will pop up in the Google Classroom. There are three main states of matter. The first one is the easiest. It is the solid. The solid is going to have a fixed shape and a fixed volume. The particles are locked in place. They vibrate, as you can see over here. These particles are just wiggling, 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 but they are not moving from one location to another, so they're fixed in position. They do bump into each other. When one particle bumps into each other, they're actually transferring kinetic energy from one to the other. And oftentimes they're found in a regular repeating pattern, like a crystal lattice, you would call that, such as in salt. Liquids. Liquids are in a fixed volume, but not a fixed shape. Here we zoom in on these particles. See how they are able to slide around? They can slide over, under, and around each other, and that allows them to slide back. Hence, liquids feel slippery. The particles allow them to move around. They take the shape of their... The third phase of matter is a gas. Now, gases are very, very high energy particles, so much that they spread out and they aren't actually touching. They do not have a fixed volume. They do not have a fixed shape. They spread out to match up with their container. If you squeeze the container, you can cause the particles to bump together more or bump the sides of the container. We call that pressure. The more times those particles bump into each other, or the more times they bump into the sides of the container, the more pressure you have. If you put a balloon outside where it's hot, the balloon will expand. If you put a balloon in the freezer, those particles will slow down and the balloon will actually shrink and the volume will go down because it's a smaller volume. If temperature goes up, volume tends to go up and pressure goes up. If temperature goes down, volume and pressure will go down. Those are the three phases of matter. There is a fourth phase of matter that we call plasma. Plasma is found in stars and lights and TVs, and it is the most common in the universe, although it is the least common here on Earth, so we don't spend as much time on it. Plasma is super high energy particles. Think about your fluorescent lights in the building. The fluorescent lights are giving off light because their particles are so energetic when the electricity runs through them. Until then, we're getting close to a quiz and a test. Make sure you're getting ready for that. If you have any questions, see me in class. And until then, be safe, be good. I'm Mr. Hescox. Until next time.